Yeah, so what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Bernice Cunningham. I'm from Nicaragua, Central America.
Yeah, okay. So why are you at COP today?
Okay, I'm at COP as an observer from Climate Action Network, but I actually work in Food at COP.
Yeah.
This campaign is to advocate for better food in a food system and the relationship that food has in all our life and how climate change is affecting the most vulnerable communities with bad food and with food that is industrialized. And I also work in loss and damage. Loss and damage is the biggest issue right now because as you might see, we're living in a loss and damage era. Climate change is no longer to the future. Climate change is right now. You could see big floods in Pakistan that have so many hurts. And in the Latin America region, indigenous people and vulnerable communities are suffering for extreme weather conditions. So our role here is to advocate for that people. That are the people that we represent. We are not the governments. We represent the most vulnerable and poor people that are suffering the effects of climate change and are suffering the bad decisions that government have made for the last 27 years.
Yeah, sure. So what are you looking to get out of this COP?
Firstly, I'm looking to get a finance facility for loss and damage, and that's why in Climate Action Network, together with 1,000 other NGOs, we are here in the negotiation to push for a loss and damage facility to get the finance that we need to compensate all the losses that we have in especially the global south countries, and to have a better food system that gives this kind of food, foods that is more climate friendly and food that is more related to the climate crisis that we're living right now.
Sure, that's awesome. What motivated you to start working on this?
Well, I'm a lawyer. I was in law school, and I always dreamed of myself with a suit and working in a law office. And I did that, and I hated. And I hated. And one day, my lake was dirty in my city, and I saw it. And we just decided to clean it because we say if we don't do it, who's going to do it? And if it's not now, when? So I didn't know at that moment, but from that start, I fell in love with environmental law, and I decided that I don't want to defend businesses. I want to defend the water, the lakes, and the trees because they don't have a voice, and I could be that voice. So since that moment, I fell in love with environmental law, and here I am in Egypt a few years later.
That's great. That's really inspiring. So yeah, last question. How's your COP experience so far in these 2 days?
It's a really tough question, but it's very complex. And I feel that the organization is not the best, but I don't want to criticize the country that I'm in. So I just think that the decisions so far are not the decisions that are representative of the most vulnerable communities, because these people have a mandate to represent the people, to represent society, to represent us. And I think the negotiators are not taking decisions in the name of their people. They're taking decisions in the name of corporation, in the name of oil and gas. So I'm very disappointed that it's always like this every year. But as people, we have the hope that this COP will have better decisions in the name of society and humanity.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So much.
Thank you. What's your name?
My name is Annie.
Annie.
I go to school in the U.S.
Okay.
Yeah.